Yo, Roy Drake, that's big things though.
Shout
out to him, yo.
Shout out to Roy Drake.
Shout out to you,
the whole DH1 TV network family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody from we got Timbo King. We got all kinds of shows going on. We have hashtag videos. You guys got to check out hashtag videos. Yeah. Definitely on the network. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. We got the Hustler, the CEO, Sugar Cosby, who is also doing Waist Beads.
Yes, Lil Baby Jules. You can follow me on Instagram, all social media platforms at Sugar_Cosby. You can find what I do. I do waist beads. I do hair. I do media coverage. I do artist promotions. No management yet. You know what I'm saying?
You do it all. Let's just be saying like that. If it's a trade out there and you want to learn it, YouTube got what you need. So you ready to get into this thing?
Yeah.
You ready to see? 'Cause it's been a minute, man. We got a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, we are going to get into last week, man. COVID 2020, man, took the life of Tommy Tiny Lister Jr. Yeah. Everybody knows him from Devo. Us wrestling fans know him from back in the day as Zeus. He played with Hulk Hogan on No Holds Barred, the movie, and then he tried it out in real life. So, like I said, he's known for that. No Holds Barred. He's known for playing in the Friday movies as Debo. Other things that was going on. So, obviously, he was recovering. I believe it said he did had COVID, but he was recovering still from the after effects, I believe. And they were saying that, he was supposed to show up on set for a movie like a week before his passing, and he called them to let them know he wasn't coming. And they were saying that, they knew already that kind of something was wrong because it's not like him to miss shows like that. And he was doing an interview, and he was seen, obviously, visibly coughing and, just trying to get his wind together. So we lost him on Thursday, so shout out to his family. And what?
He died?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's a big loss in the entertainment business, man.
Yeah, I thought he got over it.
No, but I mean, he passed from COVID-related symptoms. It's not known whether he actually had the disease at the time of passing or not. I guess forensics or all of that. They'll tell us everything. But yeah. I mean, I've been looking at. There's been no new updates about it, so. I guess they're just waiting to see, or maybe the family is not saying what they want to.
Well, you know what? My condolences to the family of the deceased. This is terrible.
Yeah, like man.
It's a hard pill to swallow for the entertainment company, but he has a family.
Yes.
As well as the rest of the 250 some odd people that just passed away from coronavirus.
Well, it's over 300,000 now. Oh. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit too.
Okay.
Go ahead. But yeah, it's definitely a big loss for the entertainment world. Because we grew up on Friday, Debo.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff, man. It's really.
I didn't know he passed from that.
Well, it's like I said, it's not known he had COVID-related symptoms. We don't know whether he had it at the time of his passing or not. So I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, he was saying that he was looking forward to taking which is out now, vaccine. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, man, 2020 strikes again, man. COVID-19 took out Debo, man. This is crazy. So definitely heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, all of that good stuff. It's just
COVID-19 just be just
2020.
Anybody complaining that it messed up your year for fun and joy and not understanding the impact that this virus has caused, like, seriously, like, we've lost people that, would have been completely fine, probably would have changed the world. It's so unfortunate, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, my condolences to the family.
Right, I know, so.
But my condolences to the family of everyone who's affected by this virus.
Absolutely.
To the minimum effectiveness and to the most severe. You know what I'm saying? Everyone deserves, some kind of condolences.
Yeah, because, 2020 has been crazy. Like, COVID-19 has been running rampant and whatnot. And obviously, that is a good segue to this next topic that I'm going to speak about. You ready?
Okay.
All right, yo. So, the first New York coronavirus vaccine was handed out this morning to Nurse Sandra Lindsay at the Long Island Jewish Medical Center in Queens, New York. She was the first to get. She was a registered nurse. She was the first to get shot up with the vaccine. So, here in New York,
because other people
in New York,
right? Because there have been reports from across seas from other people who have taken this this vaccine and have some kind of effects. Some.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying.
Effects,
well, like I said, she was just administered the shot this morning during a Cuomo briefing. She said as of now, a couple hours ago, that she feels fine. She feels like healing is coming to the world. Now me and you talk behind the scenes, man. I'm not taking no vaccine.
Definitely.
And I was kind of mad that the first person in New York that got shot with the vaccine was a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't be the guinea pig, man. Let somebody else do it.
And like I just said to everyone, there have been side effects. I've seen a picture where there was like 3 patients and their faces like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen that one. I just looked up the COVID-19. What are common side effects of the COVID-19 vaccine? Mm-hmm. It reads the most common side effects found in the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine trials include pain, redness, or swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, chills, muscle pain, and joint pain, according to the Food and Drug Administration analysis release. But there have been reports of people having, temporary paralysis in certain areas of their body.
Does it say how long the paralysis lasts?
It only lasts a few hours.
Okay.
It was reported that in most cases, discomfort for fever or pain is normal. Just contact your doctor or your health official provider if redness or tenderness when you got the shot increases after 24 hours. If your side effects are worrying you or do not seem to be going away after a few days, so it's supposed to last a few days, then you should contact your physician. I personally want to say this.
What do you want to say?
Okay?
What you got to say?
I'm not about to be nobody's guinea pig.
Right.
The reason why the first people that are taking these injections are on the news is because everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen to your ass. Right. Now, me personally, I'm waiting to see if you turn into a zombie. Because I already know what you listen. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. All right? I know what it is.
What is it?
The zombie apocalypse. It's coming.
You got... there are people out there that think like you. I have seen comments after this lady had taken the coronavirus test, and one person that kind of made me a little chuckle. They said, have you ever seen the movie I Am Legend?
That, exactly. And you know what? A lot of those people that were affected with that virus, a lot of those people, they took the vaccine for cancer, and they thought they were being healed. And guess what? They were being injected with the virus that caused the pandemic that killed everybody and turned everybody into zombies to kill everybody else.
First of all, it was just a movie. This is real life. I understand what you're saying, though. Just as far as you don't really know the side effects of something, and you don't know how your body's going to react to it. Now, the vaccine is whatever the disease is, they're putting it so your body can build up antibodies to fight the disease. So, like I said, hopefully this sister will be all right after a couple of days. But she said, this is, I'm going to give you my thought when I first read this story, because she said that she was on the front lines for 10 months, and my first thought was, you done been fighting on the front lines for 10 months, and you so far have not tested positive. Now watch, obviously they're going to inject you with the disease, but hopefully your body's able to build up the antibodies to fight this thing. So we'll just see what's going to happen with the next few days with this woman. And, keep our fingers crossed, because, they do tend to experiment on us.
10?
They do tend to experiment on us.
10 to?
Well, it's been proven. It's been proven.
Okay, so I brought this up before.
What?
I believe it was a different time. probably a podcast, well, probably a live video. I don't know.
Mm.
But I brought it up already that there is a difference between vaccines, treatment, and the cure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, the cure, it solves the problem. The cure is the antidote. Okay? The vaccine is a preventative method, right?
Right.
That's why we usually vaccinate our children so that they can build it up at an early age.
Correct.
Now, treatment, okay? They have a treatment called Regeneron, okay?
What is Regeneron?
Regeneron is a antibody treatment. You know, when they were asking everybody to come out and donate plasma or blood so that they can test it for the antibodies for the COVID-19, because some people possessed it so well that they didn't get affected, you know, by it. They were immune to it. Right. So what they did was they extracted the antibodies from people and they made Regeneron. So when our current president Trump went during a debate, he tested positive for COVID-19.
Allegedly.
He tested positive for COVID-19, and then later on, maybe a week later, he announced that he took Regeneron, and I think it wasn't even a week later; it was the next day. You know, he said he felt amazing. He tested negative for COVID-19. You know, it's available, but to who is that available to? Because there are still thousands of people dying every single day. And if you have an effective treatment, now you guys have a vaccine. You guys, all right, this is what I see. You found a preventative method. That's great. But you guys already have an effective treatment that you can treat people that are affected with the COVID-19 virus right now.
You're right.
Why is it that the president had easy access to that? He announced that it worked.
Number one, because he's the president. All
right.
Hold
on. I get that. But why wasn't this medicine distributed to the different hospitals the way you're distributing this vaccine?
At the time when he got it, there wasn't really a vaccine. So they kind of were experimenting on him if they gave him anything at all.
Hold on. I just said that there was a difference between a vaccine, the treatment, and the cure.
Yes.
They have an effective, forget the vaccine, okay? There are people that are sick right now that need that treatment right now because it could save their lives right now.
I understand what you're saying, yes.
Fuck the vaccine. And I'm saying it straight up like that. You guys have an effective treatment that could save lives right now. Why are you not giving those people, those patients, people that are affected right now, why are they not having access to Regeneron? Are those other treatments that other doctors, certified physicians, doctors have announced that are effective treatments that have saved lives for COVID-19? Why are you worried about a vaccine? I'm just saying, let's be for real. A vaccine is something that we do after the fact, after we can cure everybody else, after we can get everybody right, stop people from dying. Then we start worrying about building up a vaccine. But you're trying to rush us to inject ourselves with the virus, because we all know what a vaccine is. It's a benign dose of the virus that's supposed to help us build an immune system, okay? But the virus is here. The plague is here.
Yeah.
You have an effective tool that can cure people, if not, you know what I'm saying? Save their lives from the virus. Mm-hmm. But we're worried about a vaccine. And it's been pissing me off ever since. And if any health official can help me understand why this vaccine is way more important than the treatment to help these people live during this pandemic today, right now, that you've had for months now, that you've already injected the president with, who's already announced that it exists. Why are you worried about a vaccine? Fix the problem first. And then we worried about the fucking distributing the vaccine to people. We worried about people preventing them from getting it. Right now, people have it. Right. People are dying. We lost so many.
Over 300,000.
Over 300,000 people.
That's
Why are we so focused on the vaccine? It burns me up because I don't understand it. Somebody help me understand it. 815-242-7299. You can call in. We need to hear some medical. If you're in the medical field and you're listening right now, I would love to hear your advice. I will be quiet and let you talk because I don't get it.
Well, okay, let me attempt to try to answer some of the questions that you threw out there. Number one, the president had access to these things because he's the president. He's going to get access to the best doctors, the best treatment, the best form of everything because it's their job to try to keep him alive regardless. Number two, why this is not why don't they give people the medicine that they gave to the president? Because not every case is going to present itself the same way. Everybody's case maybe presents itself differently.
So how many regular people got access to that drug? The objective, all right? The reason why they rushing for the vaccine, the objective, right, is to fix the problem. The objective is to keep people alive. And if the government has access to something that can keep the majority of the people alive, why are they only... And then why would you announce that this drug exists and then not give it to the hospitals and not give it... You see the news always talking about how the healthcare officials, they're so stressed out. They're going through X, Y, and Z. Yeah. It's really hard out here for a pimp. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I really get it. But if there's an effective treatment for this situation, then everybody's stressed out for no reason. They need to develop more of this effective treatment along with work on the the vaccine, but they need to work on the vaccine a little bit more before they start distributing it to the people because it's going to cause a zombie apocalypse or it's going to cause people to have mutations or all kinds of different issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We already know they've been playing with genetics forever.
You're right. And like I said before, they do give people, you can give that medicine to, but you don't know, just like we don't have access to other people's medical history. And like I said, you have people with what do they call it?
Pre-existing
conditions. Right. Yeah, if you have people with that. And you just have people that have issues that you don't know what the side effects are going to do to them.
Right.
So, in essence, I'm not saying that it should be up to people whether they want to take the vaccine or not.
Absolutely, but what I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
I am against the vaccine. I'm against the vaccine because I feel like they didn't trial it enough for it. Come on, 8-9 months is not a long time. You guys, right. I don't care how many people you tested on it. We need to see them have kids. Right. We need to see them die and make sure that they stay dead. You know what I'm saying? We need to see different things happen before we can start putting that shit into our body. But what I'm saying, what I'm personally saying is, in the meantime, while we're testing it on people that's going to get paid to experiment and be the lab rats, while we're waiting for them to mutate, while we're waiting for things to happen, why is it that the government did not make Regeneron, whatever it's called, available to the people? In the meantime, people are dying out here. You know what I'm saying? We're dying. Whoever is not sick with the coronavirus is dying in the inside because we're stuck in the house, okay? We going crazy. We trying to figure out ways to keep ourselves entertained on a different level. We need this to be over with.
Right. It's like you're saying, we need this to be over with so we can be able to go out in a peace of mind and not have to wear these masks no more and all this other stuff.
Actually, I enjoy wearing the mask. You know, all my hood boogers out there already know every time we wore a mask before, we was accused of stealing, robbing, all that other crazy shit. We can go right into Marshall's, walk right past the security guard with a mask on now, and they ain't saying nothing to us, okay?
We do not endorse.
No, we're not endorsing thieves or nothing, but we wasn't stealing before. We were just wearing the mask because we the black sheep, and that's what we do.
Look.
Y'all get what I'm saying? Like,
but we obviously have to
wear our hoodies and our masks without being, sick to our stomach with fear because y'all like to chase us down and shoot us up and tase our kids and shoot them for BB guns and stuff. But that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. Go ahead.
No, you have a right to feel what you feel. But in the news, tomorrow, the first vaccine will be handed out in New Jersey, here in Newark, at University Hospital, a healthcare worker. So we
y'all already
will
know
definitely keep eyes on that situation.
Right. So everybody in the area, go ahead and get y'all knives together, y'all samurai swords together. Make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all a lot of water, canned food. You know what I'm saying? Stock them cabinets with it, because people passing by gonna have to grab and go, because the zombies gonna be coming. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen.
Hey, yo. You've been waiting for this zombie apocalypse for
y'all have
longest.
no idea. I am the biggest Walking Dead fan ever. Right. I've seen every single episode. Probably,
but it's going way past The Walking Dead.
It's really happening now. It's happening right in our faces.
We don't.
All these. Hold on. First of all, all these zombie movies that exist, they all start because the scientists keep playing with our biologics. They playing with genes. They playing with sneakers. They playing with everything.
They splicing up in them labs.
We don't know what they cooking up in there. They doing all kinds of weird shit. And then not only that, but you got those country people out there too. It's not just the science. It's the country scientists, the real scientists, the people that really discover stuff and that really invent stuff that the government got to swoosh in and then take them into secret society because they done did some bullshit and they got to cover it up or whatever the case may be.
Like they did with Dr. Sebi. So
they got to keep them. Yeah.
Right.
So you understand, like, those country, they be in the woods. They just be experimenting, taking their own DNA, mixing it with frogs and shit. This really go on. And I know I sound like I'm having fun and I'm making jokes and stuff, but people are really out here doing chemistry in their basements. Okay? People are really changing things. They have artificial uteruses now. They don't even need y'all asses. All they need you to do is to provide the egg and the semen, which they have banks that they've had banks for whole freaking years and years and years and years on already. You know what I'm saying? They don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? They could repopulate the earth if they want to. Get rid of everybody with coronavirus. They turn into zombies. We repopulate the earth with superhuman beings that will kill all the fucking zombies. And then there will be a whole race of new superhuman beings all over the place, and this will be a whole new world. I don't know what they're doing.
Or the aliens could just come down and take us out and just get it over with.
I don't think it's the aliens.
I think the aliens are coming. It would.
It's people that's going to
end it's 2020, y'all. Come on, I'm waiting.
It's people that's going to end people. I'm telling you.
Aliens is coming sooner or later. I really believe that. I believe in aliens. So. They really are, but no, you have every right to feel how you feel about it. But I mean, I was just saying that tomorrow morning, University Hospital, first person in New Jersey, I believe, will be administered the vaccine. So we will definitely keep eyes on that and see for side effects and whatnot. We will keep y'all posted as we find out what's going on. But if you are ready, we get to the next topic.
Let's go.
All right, so rapper Lil Wayne, aka Dwayne Michael Carter, is in hot trouble.
Again.
Big trouble, man. He pleaded guilty this past Friday in Miami to possessing a gold-plated gun and a whole bunch of drugs, man. Now, this sentence he's been charged with for illegal possession of a firearm. He could be sentenced up to 10 years. All right. Now, the rapper who has not tested, but been convicted of weapons before in the past. Look. He's in trouble, y'all. I mean, I really don't wish bad stuff like this on nobody because, obviously the situation, he's got a family and everything like that. But, my man, you are a millionaire, bro. Why are you doing dumb shit like that, yo? Like, people aren't going to search your private plane and they're not going to find a gold-plated gun.
Especially when you always in trouble for carrying drugs. Like, come on. Like, you a hot boy.
Right.
You should know better than that.
Literally.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Now. Like, I'm somewhat of a Lil Wayne fan because Lil Wayne be popping
I was big.
Sugar Honey Iced Tea on the low for black women or whatever the case may be. But I still got something in me for Tunchi or whatever. But... Yeah, for the Tunchi.
I'm
but you know
Wayne,
what I gotta say with Lil Wayne right now is, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I don't know who you dealing with. I don't know who around you, but you a hot boy. You doing hot things. And everybody know you done been in trouble mad freaking times, my dude. Man. You been in trouble more than a little bit. You should already know not to carry nothing on you. That should be in a whole nother You know what I'm saying? But you doing that like that, like, come on now, you know better than that. And then you had a gold-plated gun, like you knew.
And drugs.
Forget the drugs.
Oh, he had. Hold on, wait. No, because he had.
We knew he was gonna have the drugs. Okay.
We knew he was gonna have the drugs.
We knew he was gonna have the drugs.
Now the drugs that he did have, he had cocaine, ecstasy, and oxycodone.
Okay, we knew he was gonna have that. Period. We knew he was gonna have that. What we didn't know is that he had that gold-plated gun, and he about to get charged for the gun. What's that? 10 years for the gun alone, and then a year for every bullet they do. Hold on, where did he get locked up at?
It said that he got locked up in Florida at the Opa-locka Airport.
See, he might not get in that much trouble in Florida, because in Florida they let you let loose. You more likely to get off on some shit in Florida.
You think so?
When it comes to a gun, heck yeah, especially when it comes to a gun. Stop playing.
All right, no. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for January 28th, so we will definitely keep an eye out for that.
My dad's birthday. Shout out to Sugar's daddy.
Shout out. All right. We've been talking about this since November the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, whatever. Election shit. I know you are, and I'm tired of it too. But it is our responsibility to give the people the news. So this is news, so we got to give it to them. All right, now members of the Electoral College, man, gathered today to cast their votes for president, and they did indeed confirm that Joe Biden will be president-elect and Kamala Harris will become vice president-elect and will be the next in line to control the White House. Well, Joe's going to live in the White House and Kamala's going to be by his side, basically.
Right, and the Republicans have the Senate, baby.
Yeah, but, I mean, that is up in the air right now, too, with what's going to happen in Georgia. We got to keep an eye out for that.
Right.
Because that can obviously sway things. But
now talking about Kamala, I said her name. Kamala. Anyway, speaking of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they were trending this morning.
They were.
And I was just like, what are they trending for? You know what I mean? I had to go onto Twitter like,
Wait, did you patch your hair like that,
Yeah, because, even though I got my little locks or whatever, I don't be wanting to mess up my edges too much because they already, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was trending because apparently tape or an audio was leaked where Joe Biden was heard basically criticizing his involvement in the civil rights movement and, basically praising himself for all the things that he's done for our community. And basically...
we sat here and we watched the whole video.
We didn't watch...
Well, we didn't watch the whole thing, but we
We watched what was released to the public. We did not we did not listen to the audio that was actually leaked. Because there was a separate audio that was leaked after when he thought that nobody was listening, and he continued to speak, and he was being aggressive. What I took from what I heard from the clips that I heard, because I heard he was like on a 15-minute rant. I took that he was trying to be dominant, sincere, and aggressive, because, and I don't knock him for doing that, because to be honest with you, he was amongst a bunch of very dominant people, prominent
Al
and dominant. Sharpton. Yeah, and then I'm not just saying prominent, I'm saying dominant. The way that they spoke was so assertive that you had to have him. He had to come out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the leader. He's about to be the leader.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the new president-elect.
Right.
So if he wasn't on his A game, like, nah, I got this. He's basically saying, I got this. Everything I said I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? But I took it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Did you find it offensive when he kind of got a little bit more bass in his voice? Because when he turned up, like, I mean, he was kind of coming crazy. He was like, everything that I said I'm going to do, I'm going to do. And I'm the only white person you could check it out in history that did this, and this.
Man,
like some of the stuff that he was saying.
I mean, some of the stuff that he was saying, yeah, I was like, come on, Biden, you crazy yourself. Your head getting bigger and you ain't even getting in the chair yet. But what I had to say was, no, I do not blame him for doing that because I'm going to say it just flat out.
What?
White people, they don't do things like us. You know what I'm saying? They don't speak like us and they not really like... Assertive? You know what I'm saying? Not just assertive, but the way that we speak is very like, come on.
Everything about us is kind of different from them. The way we walk, we talk, everything.
So he's surrounded by all these dominant personnel, and the way that they spoke to him, he spoke to them back on the same terms that they spoke to him, really. They made their demands, and he let them know strongly, like, listen, I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm just waiting until... he actually falls through with what he say he gonna do, because I don't have time for no broken promises. We've been getting that this whole time, you know what I mean, that black people been in America.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, though. Being that you felt like, well, not that you felt, but, I mean, do you think, as opposed, how do you feel his presidency going to go? Like, what do you think we're going to be in for the next 4 years?
It could go one of two ways. We can have a Donald Trump Jr., which I already told you that I felt like him and Donald Trump were friends anyway. But yeah. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what they do behind closed doors. Right. And I know if I had a friend and that was my rival and we were trying to both get the seat, we can't be friends in public. You know what I'm saying? We could be friends behind closed doors, but we can't be friends in public. But they could really be rivals. You know what I'm saying? They could really be... rivals, and Biden can really be serious about what he said he's serious about. But to be honest with you, y'all can't tell me. I don't expect nothing from none of these politicians. Okay, I want to see these mother lovers come out now that he got the college votes. I want to see him. Yeah, I want to see things being moved and things being done now, and I feel like our people means that our representatives should not put no effort into anybody until they put effort first. Because I'm tired of people just telling us that they gonna do this and they gonna do that, and we having their back and we siding with them this whole freaking time, and then they giving us their ass kids later on. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, I think that we need Biden and Kamala to show us better than they could tell us, because they both got bad history. They both got bad backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Biden can't sit here and tell us what he do for the black community, because he did some harm too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make up for all of that shit, we need to see actions. And we need to see actions today. We don't need to hear what you did for us. We don't need to, because what you did for us didn't make no effect to me. You didn't do anything for me and my people, because we still going through the same thing, honey. We still getting harassed every single time we leave the house. Every time when we see a police officer, it's not the same reaction when my white friends see the fucking police officer. That's the issue. I should be free too. My friends should be free too. My sons, I should be able to let my kids go outside with no problems without fearing that they might be gunned down, murdered down, or accused of some shit that they didn't do.
Well, you know, he spoke in large part about racial injustices, but it's not about
I don't trust
talk is cheap and actions speak louder than words. Okay. And that's basically what we're saying, Joe. We want to see come January the 20th. Okay. You got a couple days to lay out some big things, and we're going to go from there, and we're going to see what you're going to do. Now, we know, I just want to see, because, you know, Donald Trump, he said that black people love him. Yeah, I can't remember the last time that he did a rally in a black neighborhood. I think the last time he was in a black neighborhood, he went to a black church. But since African Americans,
that wasn't the last time. The last time he went to a black neighborhood was during his campaign when he went to Oklahoma to Tulsa when he was campaigning.
No, that wasn't a rally.
Yes, he did. Was it a rally? Yes, he did. He had his campaign rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, before Tulsa, when's the last time he been to a black neighborhood?
I don't know. He only comes out when he's offensive.
So I'm just saying, you claim the black people love you so much.
Who, Trump?
Right. Yeah, he went to Tulsa. Was it unannounced? Was it last minute? Right? On Juneteenth. on Juneteenth.
Was it Juneteenth
or
or
a
was
couple
it
days before?
It was definitely Juneteenth.
Yeah, it was a couple because I remember it was a big deal.
It was a big deal, especially for us, because we
Yeah.
was feeling it. A lot of our people didn't even know what Juneteenth is. Juneteenth is our Independence Day, by the way, if you don't know. Juneteenth is a day that we celebrate. Black Americans celebrated our freedom when we really got freed. And that wasn't even really the time when we really got freed, to be honest with you, because a lot of these... Okay. A lot of these people kept our people on those plantations for centuries after slavery ended. And in the last reported people that were on one of these so-called plantations was in 1996 that I did my research, where people were still under the impression that slavery does exist. So these been doing this to us recently. Okay? So we need to keep that in our minds, people.
Stop celebrating on the 4th.
Stop celebrating. That's not our Independence Day.
That's not.
You know what I'm saying?
People are still slaves.
And that's why I was so offended that he did it this year. You know what I mean? The way he did it. Because, look, a lot of us are just now celebrating it. A lot of us are just now getting to understand what Juneteenth is, because it's not being passed down properly because of the broken home situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, regardless of the broken home situation, I doubt, it's like you said, it's not going to be talked about.
Broken family,
it's obviously not. It's not going to be talked about in the home. Well, depending on the kind of parents that are raising children, parents will talk about that because some people are really knowledgeable.
Right.
But for the most part, people are not knowledgeable about
But
Juneteenth,
a majority of our community don't know.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. And it's not like something that's going to get taught in schools, because schools probably don't even know about it.
Facts.
Well, at least, I mean, the white schools might not know about it.
No,
necessarily.
Hold. No. The white schools are completely knowledgeable. And every now and then you'll hear a very suburban teacher come out and say and teach some things and get in trouble for teaching the truth. And this is all the time. You can go ahead and Google it and YouTube it, because I'm one of those type of parents that look up stuff like that. So I'm going to say that these white people are very knowledgeable of our past, our history, and the things that they've done. And a lot of them have it in them to actually express their concerns and express how they feel about what's going on. And a lot of them was outside with us, you know what I'm saying, while we was out there marching. So
right. Now, let me say this: that wasn't a knock. It wasn't a knock. Some people might not know about Juneteenth. This is what I'm saying. I wasn't saying that they're not down for the cause. Okay. I was saying is that they just might not know about the Juneteenth holiday. It is not being taught in schools, obviously. So it is on us to pass this stuff down so that the future generation will be able to know these things. And because, we already have this generation is turned up. Like, baby's out in the streets fucking shit up.
This generation not playing that shit no more.
They not.
This generation not playing that shit no more. You heard? They not.
They're not. They're not going to keep
standing.
Shout out
to Zoom team. You already know.
They're not going to... Yeah, definitely. Shout out Zoom. They're not going to keep taking these racial injustices going on.
Facts.
Because
no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Say their name. Breonna Taylor. Say their name.
I know. I'm with you.
You're supposed to say a name. We supposed to keep
George
going.
Floyd.
Say their name. All right. We got
Trayvon Martin. I can keep going. Tamir Rice.
All right.
I can keep. Look, like this generation is not no peace, right? They're not taking it, and they are definitely assertive. I'm not saying that
we still out here.
Look, let me tell you something about revolution. It's not pretty.
It's not.
It's gonna be ugly, and in a way, this is kind of like a war that's been going on with the civil rights movement, and it's a shame that we're still fighting this fight that our parents and grandparents fought years ago with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all of them. We shouldn't be having to fight this fight, but we are. And look, I feel like people have gotten wiser, and now it is what it is now.
Right, but you know what? It's 8:00, so we got to get up out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another dope episode of The Black Sheep.
Right.
If you want to comment, if you have something you would like to say, you can go ahead and text 815-242-7299. Oh. Go ahead and text the number, and we will reply to your text message on our next show. Definitely. Thank you for joining us here on DH1 TV Network. Make sure you add DH1 TV network to those Fire Sticks and those Rokus. I'm telling you, we got some dope shows.
Yes.
One of my favorite shows is Road Warrior Dre. Thank you for having me on your show. I loved it. I was so excited. I can't wait to look.
And just remember, he's not into bestiality.
He's not into bestiality. But I might. The duck.
Yo, stop it. Yo, follow your boy on Instagram. I'm _A_Brown_guy, man.
Word. And follow your girl at Sugar_Cosby on all social media platforms. It's Zoom team out here for real.